Hey guys, it's Julia. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be my birthday book haul. So, if you're not aware, I actually turned 21 this past Sunday, and I had the best weekend ever. But leading up to my birthday and on my actual birthday, I got lots of books. So, I just thought I would make a fun little sit down video going through all of the books that I got as gifts. I also did a little book shopping spree with my boyfriend. So some of them I did pick out myself. So I just kind of wanted to go through all of them and tell you guys my reasons for choosing them or why I think other people got them for me and how I'm feeling and how excited I am to read all of them. So this is going to be a fun video. Stay tuned and let's get right to it. So, a couple weeks ago, I actually had a surprise party thrown for me by my mom. Thanks, Mom. You ate down with that one. It was so fun. It was so nice. And all of my friends and family were there. It was such a great time. And one of my friends, or shall I say, two of my friends, actually got me some books. So, let's see what we have here. I did mention these in my last video. Felicity and Danny, who are also viewers of the channel. Thank you guys for watching and thank you for these books. These, you don't even understand, were so perfect. I just finished The Reappearance of Rachel Price, and having no Holly Jackson backlog left to read has been killing me. Okay, there is a YA thriller shaped hole in my heart. And so this trilogy that they gifted me is perfect for that. It is a YA thriller trilogy, and that is the One of Us is Lying trilogy. This is by Karen McManus, and I'm so excited to pick it up. It's the perfect trilogy to pick up when I have nothing else to read from Holly Jackson because I'm pretty sure this is going to give the exact same vibes, and I know I'm going to love it. I've heard so many people rave about these books, and I can't wait to pick them up. I know Felicity, I'm pretty sure, read them herself, and she really likes them. So that already puts a very good taste in my mouth, okay? So these are about, I think, 5 or 6 students that go into detention, and then one of them at the end of detention is dead. Okay, so one of them is lying and they know what happened. I'm pretty sure that's the whole premise, at least of the first book. And I'm not sure what happens in the sequels, but I'm so excited to have some more YA thrillers on my TBR and I can't wait to pick these up. So these were the first books that I got. Thank you again, Felicity and Danny. You guys did so good with picking these out. Next, we're going to move on to the books that my mom got me. Listen, she did have a leg up on everyone else because she does, in fact, have access to my Amazon list where I keep a bunch of books that I do want. So she mostly picked from these, but I am so happy with the ones that she picked. So let's run through them. The first one is actually on our TBR for this month. If you guys know, it is The Dinner List by Rebecca Searle. This book, can't wait to pick it up. It's on my TBR for this month, and the premise is so interesting to me. This girl, she shows up to her 30th birthday party, and it's kind of like that question, if you could have dinner with anyone dead or alive, who would you have dinner with? So she shows up, and Audrey Hepburn is there, and I think a couple other people are there as well. And I'm just so excited to kind of dig into that. That sounds so interesting to me. So I'm going to put this right on my top shelf, and hopefully we will get to it this month. The next 3 books that she got me are all books by an author that we've read together that I absolutely loved. He is almost without fail a 5-star author for me, and so I cannot wait to read more from him, and that is Riley Sager. So we have The Last Time I Lied. This book, I'm pretty sure, is about a girl who played two truths and a lie with these girls at summer camp, and then they left the cabin and they were never seen again. And now she's like an adult, so I guess something crazy happens revolving around that. So I'm very excited to pick this one up. I love Riley Sager. I love the way he writes thrillers, and I cannot get enough of his writing. So this is going to be really, really fun to read. The next book she got me by Riley Sager as well is Survive the Night. This one follows a girl who is in the car with someone, and I'm pretty sure there's been like murders at their school, and then she slowly starts to feel like this person she's in the car with is the murderer. So it's kind of like her just trying to survive the night. At least that's what I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm definitely excited to pick this up. And I'm pretty sure this is actually like the British or like English publishing company because this is a completely like different size and font than some of the editions I've seen. So that's pretty cool. We love that. It's definitely a completely different size and way smaller than most of his other paperbacks. So I do think it's kind of cool to have this, and I'm excited to pick it up as well. Then the final book that my mom got me is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager as well, of course. And this one is about a girl whose family, I guess, lived in this house and then they ended up leaving in the middle of the night, and her dad wrote books about it being haunted or something like that. And now she is older and she doesn't remember the house at all, and she really doesn't believe her dad. So it has something to do with that. That's what I've gathered from perusing the back of the book. But honestly, you guys know me. I love to be surprised when I read. Regardless, I know I'm going to love all four of those books because the dinner list sounds so interesting. And then, of course, we all know how I feel about Riley Sager. I'm going to eat those books up. Those are all the books that other people like picked out for me or chose to gift to me. And I love every single one. I think Danny, Felicity, and my mom all did very good. I also want to say a quick thank you to my girl Cade, who got me a Barnes& and Noble gift card. I will be spending that soon. I am already thinking in my head of the books that I'm going to purchase with it, but I got it pretty recently and I need to get this video up before Friday. So I do not have whatever book that I'm getting with that gift card, but I'm sure I will update you guys in the future and let you know what I did end up getting. So thank you, Cade. Thank you, Felicity and Danny, and thank you to my mom. Okay, so after I received all of those books, the afternoon of my birthday, before my birthday dinner, my sweet, sweet boyfriend took me to Barnes and let me loose in the place. So I ended up picking 5 books because I didn't want to pick up any books that I wasn't sure I was going to read. And I really, off the top of my head, could not think of anything that I was super excited to pick up. So I kind of just perused around and picked up things that I had been meaning to pick up eventually, stuff like that. And I'm so happy with what I ended up getting. I feel like it's a pretty good kind of spread that I picked out. I think I hit quite a few genres with this trip. So that is definitely fun. And I'm going to show you what I got now. So, the first book that I picked up after roaming around for quite a while is actually a book that I have been meaning to pick up for a couple of weeks now. I forgot who it was, but I saw one of the book girlies talk about this book in a video, and it made me want to read it so bad. And I've never read Stephen King before, so I felt like this was a great way to kind of dip my toes in the water, and that is Pet Cemetery. I am so excited to pick this one up. It's about this guy and he moves his family out to this small town in Maine. And I think in their backyard, there's this weird little pet cemetery and he's kind of getting bad vibes from it and he's feeling like he shouldn't go past the cemetery for some reason. And I don't really know what happens and I've never seen the movie, so I'm very excited to kind of pick it up and find out what happens. I also previously purchased a matching bookmark for this book because I knew I would want to pick it up soon, so I'm excited to read it with my little bookmark. That will be so fun and I'm so glad that I finally picked this one up. Don't worry, I know you were all thinking, Julia, show us the bookmark. Don't worry, I will. Here it is. It's so cute. It says Stephen King Pet Cemetery, and then it has the little scary cat from the front of the book. And of course, it has this cute tassel. So I'm so excited to read with it. And of course, I will be reading Pet Cemetery with it. So, yes, that was my first book that I picked up in Barnes. I then ran straight over to my home, the romance section, okay, and I picked up a Mari McFarlane book. Okay, I have been hearing Haley Pham talk about Mari McFarlane for the past, honestly, this whole year. And I have just been dying to pick up one of her books and see what the hype is about. So I picked up just last night. It was one of the only books that they had at the Barnes that I went to that was by Mari McFarlane, and I know this one is pretty popular. So, yes, I just picked this up. I thought it would be fun to add it to my TBR, and I honestly don't really know what the plot is. Let me read the back and see if I can give you a little summary. Okay, from what I gather, it's these friends. They've been friends for a long time. One of them's secretly in love with another one. And then something crazy happens. Someone from someone's past comes back, and it's just a whole bunch of drama. So I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to add this to my TBR in the coming months. And I'm glad I finally picked it up. So, after picking up Pet Cemetery and just last night, I continued my peruse of the romance section just to see if anything jumped out as a book that I was previously interested or just kind of like waiting to pick it up. And I found the perfect book. Okay, this is a very popular, I consider it like kind of a classic new age romance book. I feel like I've heard about it so much as this like staple new age romance book, and I have to pick it up. This is by a author duo that I have heard so much about. I've actually never read anything from them, so I'm so excited for this to be my first read from Christina Lauren, and that is Love and Other Words. Also, this cover has always been like so cute to me, like the little cabin, the little envelope, the little teacup, like you have to be kidding me. This is the cutest thing ever, and I can't wait to read it. It's also quite like a sturdy paperback. I don't know how to describe that to you, but it has some weight. She has some weight. So I'm excited about that. I honestly don't want to read the back of this. I want to be surprised. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm glad I finally picked it up. I have been kind of waiting to pick this one up. I feel like that's the big theme for this shopping trip is I've kind of been wanting to pick this up forever, but I haven't. And so that's pretty much where I got all of these books from. I saw them and was like, "Oh, I've been meaning to pick that up for so long. Why haven't I?" And then I just kind of put it in my pile and kept walking. All right. We have two more books that also have the exact same vibe of I've been meaning to read that. Why don't I? So, the first one is one that I read when I was really little. You guys are going to be shocked when I say this, but I have not watched any of these movies. The same with Twilight. I've never watched any of the Twilight movies either. And I think I did read the first book of the series, which is the one I have here, when I was in middle school, but I don't really remember anything that happens. So I'm hoping maybe this will be my next read the book, watch the movie, read the book, watch the movie. After me and Maria finish Harry Potter, I feel like this would be a good one to go into. And then eventually, of course, we will read and watch Twilight. Okay, guys, I understand. I'm behind. All right. I don't have a team. I don't know which one I want. And I don't even really know what that means. Okay. But, anyways, it is not Twilight. It's The Hunger Games. Okay. I have never seen any of these movies. I read the first book so long ago. I don't remember anything. I kind of understand the premise. I'm sure you all are screaming the premise at me right now. But they had these beautiful special edition paperbacks. And I just thought this was so beautiful. So I picked up the first book, The Hunger Games. And I'm going to hopefully read it at some point soon, probably after we finish Harry Potter. Then we have our final book, which Maria raves about this book all the time. And I just felt like I had to finally pick it up. Another person that raves about it all the time is Destiny Sidwell. I love her videos, and she talks about this book and also the series for this book all of the time. And I love this author from what I've read so far, which is literally one book. But I loved that one book. I gave it 5 stars. So I thought it was time to pick up another one. And so this book is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and I had a conniption. Okay. I had a full blown mass bout of hysteria. Okay. It put me into a heartache coma. Okay. I don't know if any of that made sense, but if you've read it, you understand. Okay. It put me into a queer, it put me into a queer. Okay, that book is everything to me. I can't wait for a movie or a series to be made out of it because I think about it all the time. I kind of want to pick it up and reread it all the time, but I have to stop myself because obviously I need to read other books that everyone talks about. I need time for that first, okay? Before I go rereading stuff, I should probably read Happy Place by Emily Henry, okay? But I love The Seven Husbands, so I can't wait to pick this one up. This is a coming of age story about a girl in the late 60s. And I'm assuming, I mean, this sounds silly, but I'm assuming Daisy Jones and the Six is like a band. I don't really know. I kind of don't want to know when I pick it up, but I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about this book. So I can't wait to read it. And I can't wait to let Maria know that I'm going to read it soon. That will be very exciting as well. But yeah, those are all of the books that I got. I feel as though I practiced extreme self control in that Barnes on my birthday, and I'm feeling really proud of myself because my physical TBR is getting a little bit out of hand. I mean, I have these books, these two on the top here, and then this whole bottom shelf here, plus these two big stacks that I just went through with you. So, I'm proud of myself for kind of holding back and, saying, Julia, maybe you should find more space before you find more books. And I think that's a really good idea. So, yeah, those are all of the books that I got. So in total, it was 12 books, but I actually have a quick 13th book to show you. So as you guys know, I am a Book of the Month BFF, so I actually do get one free book for my birthday month. So I ended up picking The Summer We Ran by Audrey Ingram. Ingram? I think that's how you say it. And this book is about two high school sweethearts that kind of fall apart in some sort of messy breakup, I think. And then years later, after they're married and have kids, I think, they end up running against each other for governor. So I just thought that sounded really interesting. And I didn't end up picking it last month, which is when it's from. It was last month's book of the month. So I thought, what the hell? Let me add it as my birthday book. So that technically is also a birthday book pick. But I'm going to stop yapping, okay? That's all of the books that I got for my birthday. I feel like I did pretty good kind of stretching it out between a couple of genres that I really like. I am lacking on fantasy. I don't know if The Hunger Games counts as a fantasy. I feel like it's more of like a dystopian fantasy, if at all. But I think I did good at kind of going in between fiction and romance and thrillers, and it ended up being a pretty balanced birthday book haul. I hope you guys enjoy sitting with me and yapping about books because I sure as hell enjoy it. And I've had so much fun just kind of telling you about the books that I got for my birthday. Thank you guys for being here and watching the channel. And I think we all know what time it is. It's time for the outro, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any book recommendations, video suggestions, or anything else you want to let me know, make sure to leave it in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys next Friday. Bye!